Hello children, good morning to you all. Hope you have followed yesterday's grammar class. It was about parts of speech. I explained first, then I gave you the kinds of nouns. I gave you about the kinds of nouns. Okay, so in that also I dealt with two kinds of nouns. So today we are going to continue with the same topic, kinds of nouns. So yesterday we have done with common noun and proper noun. I have told you about 5 types of nouns. One is common noun, proper noun, abstract noun, collective noun and material noun. Right. So today what I told you yesterday about common noun. Common noun can be a name of any uh, person belonging to the same category, like boy, man, girl, farmer, can be any farmer, teacher, etc. Understand? If you get such words in the beginning of the sentence, then only you have to use a capital letter. If you get in the middle of the sentence, you don't need to use capital letters for such things. Understand? So, now about the proper noun, what did I say? Proper noun is a specific name of any person, place, river, mountain, etc., building, etc. And what rule we have to follow for writing these proper nouns? I said we must use capital letters even if we get them in the middle of the sentence also, or in the beginning or at the end of the sentence. Wherever we get, we have to use capital letter in the beginning or to start with the proper nouns, right? Now next we are going to deal with the collective nouns. Collective nouns. So what are collective nouns? The word collective itself stands for collection. Collection or a group. What collection? What group? Here I mean collective noun stands for the name of a group. Name of a group. Which group? What group then? So third category we are going to know about the collective nouns. So it stands for the name of a group. Then what type of group we are denoting here? What type of group? Here it is a name of a group of the things which belong to the same type, which are of the same type. Whether you take persons, animals, things, or any places, whatever you get, they should be of the same category, same group. They should belong to the same group. Or even I can say they have to be of the same type. That is called name of a group. What is group? With what name of the group we refer to when we talk About the collective nouns. Collective noun denotes the name of a group of persons, animals, things, places, etc. Name of a group. Collective noun denotes the name of a group of persons, animals, things or places. Which persons? Persons belonging to the same group. Understand? Or animals belonging to the same group. Same type of animals put together we make a group. Understand? For example, you people in the class, you all boys and girls sit together, right? What for? For learning. So it is called a class. Not one ayah, one watchman, one teacher, ma'am, you people all together. Can we call you a class? No. What is a class? Class is a group of students. Same way, we all teachers. Together it is called staff of teachers. Staff of teachers. What does it mean? All teachers together. Not one teacher, one ayah, one doctor, one engineer. All together we cannot call it a single staff. Understand? Staff of same type of people. In the same way, animals. We take herd. It is a group name. Understand? Group of elephants. Or even cattle. Cattle means all domestic animal. So herd is the group word we use to denote the group of elephants. What we call a group of elephants? Herd. We cannot, not one elephant, one peacock, one wolf, one lion, one tiger. All together it is a group of animals, but they belong to different types. They are not the same type of animals, right? One is a lion, one is tiger, one is peacock, one is wolf, one is elephant. Not like that. All only the elephants. It is the group of only elephants is called herd. Group of cows and buffaloes itself is called herd. Understand? Not different types of things put together, we call it a herd. Understand? It is a group name. Collection of elephants. Collection of elephants means group of elephants we call a herd. Understand? And a bundle of sticks. Bundle of sticks. One stick, one flower, one leaf, all together. No, only the sticks put together we call it a bundle of sticks. Pile of books, books one after another, one after another. So many books you put together, we call it pile of books. We call it pile of books, okay. All wolves, you know wolves, wild animals in the jungle. All wolves put together, we call it a pack of wolves. We call it a pack of wolves. And all birds together we call a flight of birds or flock of birds. Flock of birds. Flock is the group name given to all birds put together. And all lions put together what we call pride of lions. Pride, pride of lions. And all fish put together what we call a shoal of fish. A shoal of fish. A bouquet of flowers. All flowers, a group of flowers arranged beautifully in one bundle. We call it a bouquet of flowers. Understand? A heap of garbage. కుప్పగా చెత్త ఒక ప్లేస్ ఉంటే దానికి ఏమంటారు? హీప్. A heap of garbage. A string of pearls. All pearls put together we call a string of pearls. In this way, I am going to give you a list of collective nouns. You have to learn them. Understand? You can get in matching way or fill in the blanks. Any way you will get. A dash of elephants stood under a tree అని చూస్తాను. అంటే herd of elephants stood under a tree. Dash of wolves attacked the deer. Pack of wolves. Pride of lions live in one cave. Understand? In this way. Bundle of sticks. The sons were unable to, the farmer's sons were in story, farmer's sons were unable to break the bundle of sticks. Shoal of fish is swimming in the pond. You know, whale, group of whales, what we call? School of whales. Understand? And range of mountains. Line of mountains, one after the other, we call it range of mountains. And so many stars put together in the sky, what we call? A constellation of stars. In this way, collective noun is nothing but group word or group name. It is the name of the group of particular things or particular persons or particular animals of same kind. Animals of same kind put together, particular animals of one type only. In a group, they are given a single name like herd, shoal, pride, flock, etc. Understand? Bundle, heap. Understand? Pile, library, collection of books you call library. In this way, collective nouns are nothing but the name of a group of nouns belonging to same category, same type. What is collective noun? Collective noun is a group name given to the group of animals belonging to the same type, group of people belonging to the same type, or animals belonging to the same type, or even the things put together in one group. In this way, collective noun always deals with the group names. So this is about collective nouns. Next we are going to abstract nouns. Fourth group is abstract nouns. What are abstract nouns? Proper nouns are the particular names of the people. Common nouns are the names of any person, any animal, etc. Collective noun is a group name of a particular collection of same type. But a collection of people, animals, things which belong to same type. Then what are abstract nouns? Abstract nouns are the nouns which we can feel, but we can't see. The nouns which we can see, feel, but we cannot see, such nouns are called abstract nouns. Such nouns are called abstract nouns. The nouns which we can feel, but we can't see them. Can you see me while teaching? Yeah. I am a, what I can call myself, proper noun, teacher, Surekha teacher. Okay. Or if you say simply teacher, I belong to common noun. But here, the nouns which we can feel but we cannot see are called abstract nouns. Like happiness, sorrow, pain. Understand? These are called abstract nouns. Okay. Anger, hunger. You feel hungry, no? You feel angry? You feel happy? You feel excited? Yes? So, hungry is an adjective. Out of hungry we get the word hunger. Hunger makes man to do anything. Anger is not good for us. Anger, being angry. And happiness. Attention. Neatness. Neatness. Poverty. Pain. Or painful also. Pain. Creation. Yes, these are few examples. Kindness. Bravery. Bravery. So I wrote hunger, anger, happiness, kindness, attention, neatness, poverty, pain, creation, bravery. These are the abstract nouns. These are abstract nouns. Can you see hunger? A person, you go home and tell, Mummy, I am very hungry, please give me food. You tell your mom. Can your mother see your hunger? Can you yourself see hunger? Now, this is a duster. Right? I can see, you can see it. Understand? But hunger we feel. It's a type of feeling. I cannot see it. Happiness also. How can you understand a person is happy? Happiness can be seen or touched. Can you touch happiness of anybody? Your friend becomes very happy when he gets first rank. Can you touch his happiness? Go and touch his happiness. You can't do it. Why? Because it is a feeling. It can be seen on the face by his excitement or by his behavior. You can understand that he is happy. Okay, anger. Angry, being angry is called anger. It is a noun form. Angry is adjective, anger is noun form. So, if person talks to you rudely, person cannot talk to you, or seeing the facial expressions, putting a long face, not talking, not smiling, in that way, if you find anybody in such a situation, you think that that person is angry. So it is because of his anger he looks like that. kindness, being kind. Suppose you don't do homework and your teacher asks you in the class, all the children, please stand up, those who did not do homework. You all stand up. That time, what does teacher do? Generally, she will give you some punishment of sending out or making you kneel down, stand on the bench, etc. But a teacher, if she is kind, she doesn't do any such things. She can say, okay, this time I excuse you, tomorrow definitely you get me the homework. Such is called kindness. Then attention, paying attention. Now I am teaching. You are sitting and you are looking at me, looking at the board and listening to me carefully. This is called paying attention. Neatness. Neat, being neat. Neat is adjective. Neatness is noun. Can you see neatness? Can you feel neatness? Yes, we feel, but we can't go and touch it. Understand? We can see, but we can feel, but we cannot see or touch. Such noun it is. Poverty, poor man. How do you understand? He lives in a small house. He wears very simple clothes. He cannot pay the fees. He will use second-hand books. Then you say, hey, he is very poor in the class. So, poor means poverty. Poor, poverty. It is a noun. You can feel, but you cannot go and touch his poverty, or you can see his poverty just by seeing his face. Pain. Now, if you get a cut on your finger or anywhere in the hand, can you see the pain? Cut you can see. But can you see the pain? You can't see the pain. You can't see the pain. You feel the pain. You feel the pain. అమ్మా నొప్పి అవుతుందమ్మా అంటారు మీరు. అప్పుడు మమ్మీ ఏమంటుంది, ఎక్కడా చూపెట్టు అన్నారు. ఎక్కడవుతుంది నొప్పిని అడుగుతారు. అక్కడ అంటే మళ్ళీ ఇట్లా ఆమె ఏమైనా నీకు టచ్ చేస్తే నొప్పి అవుతుంది అప్పుడు అక్కడ. అయితే ఆమె మీ చేయి ముట్టుకుంటుంది కానీ నొప్పిని ముట్టుకోలేరు, టచ్ చేయలేరు. సో ఇన్ దిస్ వే క్రియేషన్, creating something is called creation. You can see the creation, but you can feel it, can't touch it. Bravery. Soldiers saved us with bravery. Being brave is called bravery. So these are the abstract nouns. These are the feelings which we can feel, but we cannot see or touch. We cannot see or touch. Such nouns are called abstract nouns. And the last one is material noun. Material noun. What are material nouns? What do you mean by material? Things. Okay. What do you know by materials? Things. So, the words which denote the name of things, they are called materials. Like iron, it is a material used for building house. Wood. Sugar is a material used for making sweets. Then what all I can say? Cement, gold, sand, silver, etc. These are the materials used for different purposes, or these are the things used for different purposes. So they are the materials. Things are termed as materials. So the nouns or the names which denote the name of the materials are called material nouns. What are material nouns? The nouns which denote the name of the materials or the things They are called material nouns. Understand? This is about, this is a simple thing and very short thing. This is material nouns. So in this way, today we dealt with 3 topics: collective noun, abstract noun and material noun. Yesterday we dealt with common noun and proper noun. So totally we have learnt about 5 types of nouns with examples. Understand? With examples. So I am going to give you the exercises based on these topics. Understand? Yesterday I have taught you common noun and proper noun. I gave you the homework on those topics. And today I have taught you these 3 topics. So I will give you homework on these 3 topics. Then day after tomorrow or on Sunday worksheet I will give you something different based on this topic. So these are the kinds of nouns we have already learnt till today. Understand? Explanation is over, examples are over. I hope you understood this thing. Please concentrate while teacher is teaching to you, and please do note down in your notebooks. So here I stop, children. Thank you so much.